Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PT-INR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granats, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Alrighty, and let us say hello and welcome to everyone currently tuned in on the program tonight. Boy, this is it right now. We're talking about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. Those of you who are always here, we're talking about the usual suspects. Hello, what's going on? What's up? Listen, today was really wet again, but I think it was the wetter of days for the past 3. All right, we got rain yesterday, we got it the day before that, and that's what the Met Office has been talking about, expecting it to be like that, and once you have the persistent rain like that, the soil is going to be really saturated, and so you can expect some landslides and stuff like that. We haven't had many of that. In fact, I haven't had any reports of any major landslides or flooding or so, but we get water. And so we are really thankful for that. I think the National Water and Sewage Authority, NAWASA, would be very pleased, because they had to do valve regulation in some communities because of the depleted reservoirs and so on. So given that we have had a couple of days of rain, that's going to help to some extent with the storage. Yes? So again, that's good. Okay, so let's see what's making the news for tonight. Grenada's Prime Minister to join Caricom colleagues for virtual meeting with the U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris. Also, we talk about multiple drug busts from the Royal Grenada Police Force. There's an update on the boating incident. Still, there's a planned protest for Friday. And the Premier of British Virgin Islands, boy, cocaine and thing, problems, Anyway, we'll talk about that and more when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program. Family wants answers for death of young man. Folks, we have quite a bit of things to talk to you about. We don't have much time, so we're going to see if we can make it as snappy as possible. This is Mikey Live. There's no other. You get the good, the bad, and the Mikey. Folks, we have to say thank you to the sponsors, Courts Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket, and the Superb Distributors. Thank you very much for being on board as well, and all the other sponsors. Folks, when we come back, it could be real news in Oli Lili Lolo. If you have not yet done so, here's now an invitation to you to please go ahead and share the business. And then again, remember that someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credit, compliments, Digicel. We will be back. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins, that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
All right, family. So again, welcome to another Mikey Live program. Now, the first thing that we have to tell you about, boys, that we've got some information here from the Royal Grenada Police Force. Now, the Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force admonishes the general public and in particular motorists to exercise extreme caution when traveling through a portion of road from Buseju St. George to the Perseverance landfill. Yes, this appeal is to forewarn motorists of the presence of silt and mud deposits on the road surface as a result of current earth excavation and transporting of the decommissioned landfill. The Traffic Department anticipates the cooperation of all motorists and let's just wait until I return the business in Jesus. Yes, all right, motorists and communities affected by the project. So yes, I passed it today and I realized, well, boy, it's quite a bit of mud. You see that hill after you pass, what do they call it again, between the landfill and Brizan, that nice road there? Y'all take all the time there. You know what I mean? Because, and even the Perseverance, incline or decline based on the direction, that piece right there is very silty, for want of a better word. So you will have to be very, listen, if cautious. I probably should go there and give you a nice drone or a nice overhead image of what the dump look like. Maybe I'll do that one of the days, maybe weekend. Listen, people. The thing looking like something you could go and chill out. It looked like a park. Then people, they're decommissioning the landfill. In other words, they are doing something to it so that it's going to just settle there, right? So it's some kind of thing they're doing. But the thing looks so beautiful. No one ever thought, well, I never thought that trash could have looked so good. And mud. You understand? So it's like they're covering the trash with mud in a kind of way, like a pyramid now. And the thing looking good, man. Jado! We'll take pictures of it if I'm passing on the western side and see what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Take pictures and post it on our page. You go see people say, oh, wow, where is that? No, but no, it's looking good. All right, let me go again. The Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Mitchell, will be among regional leaders participating in the virtual U.S. Caribbean leaders meeting scheduled for tomorrow. Dr. Mitchell and his Caricom colleagues are expected to engage with the U.S. Vice President, that's Kamala Harris. The invitation extended to the Prime Minister identified economic recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic, security cooperation, and climate resilience and energy security, among other areas for discussion. All right. A preparatory meeting was held today ahead of tomorrow's engagement with the U.S. Vice President. We have other things to talk to her about now. The whole visa thing. You know, like talk about that. In fact, I hear it's almost over 300 days you have to wait to get a visa appointment. That was the one. More than one person told me that. Like if you want to go get your visa right now, not renew, but if you want to get it for the first time and you try to set up an appointment, it will take you hundreds of days, over a year, in order to get an appointment. So, Dr. Mitchell, I mean, I know they don't set up the agenda thing, but you could just stick that one in there. And I mean, just stick that one in there, you know, in terms of access to each other, you know, because I tell you all, time for them kind of thing to, you know, done away with. Yeah, the restrictions and not only the restriction is one thing, but the manner in which you are vetted in order to get access to the US. In other words, for visas, people had to go 3 and 4 and 5 times, and sometimes they are not even being told why they have failed and all of that. Sometimes they treated with like if they are nobody with, you know. So yeah, this is the time we have to stop selling ourselves short. You understand? So you could start the conversation now, and later on you could fix it. We could continue. And I mean, well, how do my phone going off so tonight? Somebody? Oh wait, how my phone going off so tonight? Well, I don't understand this. Anyway, lady that talk there. Oh yeah. The next thing I have to tell you about is that Grenada continues to record high COVID-19 numbers. That's right. Okay? And there are even people, the hospital numbers are even climbing as well. We had a latest dashboard shown yesterday that shows that 7 persons infected with the virus are hospitalized. You understand? Out of 243 tests that were conducted yesterday, 54 persons turned up COVID-19 positive. That's a test positivity of 22.2%. So we have low numbers testing, but high numbers coming up positive. That's what this tells me. It tells me that for every 100 people that is tested, you have 22 testing positive. That's what it says. Well, if you break up the numbers, I'm no mathematician, but it's basic math. You understand? So people, though you're hearing numbers like 54, and you're saying, that's not much. Listen to this. Remember, only 243 tests that were conducted. Right? So if we were to double that, right? 486. So if there were 486, right, or more, then you would find that even the positive, those who are coming positive, will double just the same. You understand? Imagine doing 600 tests. 600 tests and you have 100 and positives. That's just following strictly the numbers that exist currently. So folks, these numbers are super high. I've told you all, in order to be able to put these things into perspective, track what the constant is, which is the test positivity. Remember, we were having test positivity of 10% and so on. And those were high numbers when we were testing a lot of people. So now we are not testing many, and we're having higher positivity rates. Hey! I don't talk. So out of 243 tests, 54 positives. All right? I don't talk. Our active cases are now 380. Reminding you now, like we were just a couple weeks ago, we were down to about 50. I don't talk. Mikey, move on. Let's talk about drugs. The police sent us a thing. You know, stop. I've not really put a picture on the business. Let me take a little bit picture. Let me just talk about the thing. Let me take a little bit picture on the business. So, on Saturday, 23rd April, officers attached to the drug squad unit, they said they intercepted a white RAV4 along Mount 2 Public Road and conducted a search that led to the discovery of 290 grams of cocaine. Anyway, let that talk. Cocaine. I have a different tone of voice when I'm talking about cocaine. Gay boy, 290 grams of cocaine. That is a lot of money. As a result of this, Ralph Blackman, 47 years, unemployed of Wester Hall, St. David, and Ezekiel Bartholomew, 34 years, supervisor of Woburn, St. George, were arrested and charged for trafficking in a controlled drug. Now, Ralph was granted bail in the sum of $10,000 with one surety, while Ezekiel was granted bail in the sum of $5,000 with one surety. Both men are scheduled to appear at the St. George's Magistrates Court on May 31st. Another operation was conducted on Tuesday, 26 April 2022 at Telescope in St. Andrew at the home of Terence Henry, a 38-year-old mechanic, Ashford Charles, 21 years, fisherman, and Tahira Sanderson, 18 years, unemployed. 22 packets of cannabis were discovered. The cannabis weighed a total of 28 pounds and carries an estimated street value of $63,504. Terence, Ashford, and Taisha were subsequently arrested and charged with trafficking in a controlled drug. Terence and Tahira were granted bail in the sum of $20,000 with two sureties, while Ashford was granted bail in the sum of $40,000 with two sureties. They are scheduled to appear in the Grenville Magistrates Court on the 5th of July of 2022. Further, in another operation conducted by officers attached to the Grenville Police Station on Tuesday, 27th April 2022, at Sobeys, St. Andrew, 208 pounds of cannabis were confiscated. 3 persons were detained in connection with the discovery and are in police custody assisting with that investigation. And that's it for that. All you. Well, we are hearing that there is a protest scheduled for tomorrow, God's willing, at the Botanical Gardens, put on by the family of Mr. Bell, young Bell, Kimron Bell, who lost his life on Sunday night. The Coast Guard vessel collided with that boat, killing Bell and injuring his colleague. The father of Bell, Smeller as we know him, he says he wants answers. We now want to go over to our colleagues at MTV for that story. We have Joseph Mackie Smith.
Coast Guard got lights that could brighten up the whole sea of Grenadans. Why are they saying, claiming it's an accident?
That was Carl St. George, father of deceased Kimon Bell, one of the victims of Sunday's boating accident, speaking to MTV News. Bell's body was recovered from the waters in the Grand Anse area by divers attached to the Grenada Coast Guard and taken to the Coast Guard headquarters in True Blue on Monday, where his body was identified by his family. His father says he does not believe it was an accident that claimed the life of his son, and he is calling for justice.
Because after the boat hit, and the guy claimed that look at Kim and Bell in the water, why the police and the Coast Guard didn't jump overboard and get my son? Why? They wait until the next morning before they could recover my son. I need justice, and I need it fast.
The other occupant on the vessel was 24-year-old Vondi Joseph, who escaped with minor injuries.
Now, me and Kim and Bell went on the island, Hog Island, about Sunday around after 4. So we left the island and coming down on we way to coming home. We end up breaking down. So the same time I tell them all, let me call and get rescue. Come and tell me, nah, I know the problem. I'm gonna fix the problem for you. Don't worry, we will get through. At same time now, come on, end up fixing the problem in the engine now. And then we start to run up on the airport. Running going up to Grenada Beach.
Joseph says he signaled his phone light to get the Coast Guard's attention. However, the vessel continued to approach.
The men just end up running into us and just kill Bell. Bell, kill Bell. And I raise up my head from in the water. I see Bell floating. I said to tell the men, they kill my brother boy, they kill my brother boy. And that man, when he started to make calls to call some Sarge, I turn around and tell the man, boy, bleeding out in the water, boy, come and take me out in the water. The man, when he had me in the water, they floating on the boat, holding on.
The family's attorney, Anselm Clouden, is calling for a full investigation and is appealing to members of the RGPF to meet with the families of both victims.
The death of Kimon Bell. To date, no one from the police, the Coast Guard, the government have sympathized with the family of Mr. Bell, father and mother. We are not that type of people. That's not who we are.
On Monday, police confirmed that the boating incident occurred sometime after 7 p.m. on Sunday, while officers attached to the Grenada Coast Guard were returning to base from an operation when it collided with a small vessel at Grenada, St. George. In a release, the Commissioner of Police and his team extended condolences to the family and parents of the deceased and assured all that a thorough investigation has been launched to determine what led to the tragic incident. Joseph McKee-Smith, MTV News.
Thank you very much, Josanne. And, we want to say thank you to MTV for that, allowing us to use that. The news is not a competition, and I thought, they did a really good job at reporting that particular story. So, there's no need for me to reinvent the wheel. You understand? And so, big up. And by the way, do you know that, I respect MTV News so badly because they do really good work. The team there, it's just amazing. All must watch MTV News. You understand? And after all the watch MTV News, all could come over to Mikey Live, and Mikey Live come on at 9 o'clock. You know what I mean? Let me read that talk. All you. Moving on. We are now hearing from the police. The Royal Grenada Police Force. The public is hereby informed. They say that the investigations are being carried out into the tragic and emotionally devastating boating accident involving a Coast Guard vessel on Sunday night. According to the police, the incident resulted in the unfortunate death of Kimon Bell, and the Royal Grenada Police Force extends sincere condolence to the family, friends and loved ones of the young man. The public is assured, the police says, the public is assured that this incident will be thoroughly investigated using a parallel approach that involves the Maritime Administration on one hand and the RGPF on the other. The investigations will be conducted independent of each other. To date, a number of actions have already been taken. According to the police, firstly, the accident reported to the Maritime Administration in accordance with the Shipping Act Cap 303 of 2010 Continuous Revised Laws of Grenada. The Maritime Administration will follow through on the mandate within the legislation to conduct the necessary investigation into the accident, the findings of which will be submitted to the minister responsible for maritime administration for appropriate action. I think the word accident is conclusive or conclusion, so we have to say incident, not accident, incident. You understand, right? All right, good. We're moving on. Good. Secondly, the RGPF has also requested the support from the Regional Security System, that's the RSS, in conducting its own investigation. Now, the RSS will assist in providing maritime and investigative expertise, as well as provide an additional layer of objectivity and the transparency in the investigative process. Expert assistance from the RSS is expected on island early next week. Additionally, the Director of the Public Prosecution, the DPP, is involved and will be consulted at every stage of the investigation. Upon completion, the file and its findings will be handed over to the DPP for his consideration and recommendations. The public is advised that determination of what criminal offense, if any, arises out of this incident, arises out of this incident will be made by the DPP. I think there's a little typo. Let me take it again to be clear. The public is advised that the determination of what criminal offenses, if any, arises out of this incident will be made by the DPP. Correct. Now, we therefore appeal for forbearance and understanding as the investigation proceeds. So, this is a timely bit of information that's been put out by the Royal Grenada Police Force. Alright? In other words, this is an attempt to give some form of information to the public in terms of where they are and what they intend to do as a police force as it relates to this incident. I can't say it's an accident. This incident. Now, should that be taken into consideration when we decide to go out tomorrow? Absolutely. I think so. Alright? Now, I cannot tell you what to do, but I would say, think about it, consider what's been said, and whether or not this is sufficient enough to give you the assurance that this will not be swept under the carpet. Because I know there will be things that will be asked for when we protest. Are the things that we're going to be asking for tomorrow different from what's presented here? And if it's not going to be different, then we ask ourselves whether or not there is any merit or if it's warranted that we go out and protest. Again, that is up to you. Whatever you decide to do, you know your boy day. You understand? If you ask me, I think let's give it some time and let's see if everything that's said here is going to be followed through. If not, then we make noise. But if you think that there's more that needs to happen so that you keep the fire lighting so that it doesn't get quiet and be swept on the back burner, then, as they say, who feels it knows it. You understand? So, whatever you all decide to do, alright, just let me know. Alright, so, we are moving on. How are we looking for time? The Premier of the British Virgin Islands and the Director of the Small Caribbean Territories ports were arrested on Thursday after at Miami area airport. According to federal agents, and they were charges of conspiring to import cocaine into the United States and money laundering. According to multiple news reports, they get Buju Banton style. They were negotiating with federal agents. You understand? Not knowing. And they're thinking that they're like cartels. They're thinking like they drug people. But no, they were police officers. You understand? Making a deal. And that's why they get caught. Corruption in high places. You know, well, I can't say yet. Let me see how that one go turn out. Yeah, so they get a Buju style. You understand? So that is the situation. In fact, we posted something on our page where that is concerned, you know. So we'll go follow up on that thing for all the stuff on the business. So my question to you, just going back to the story, and I should have asked that. I'm sorry, I just it came up here. I forgot to ask you. Should the protest go ahead as planned? Given that the police had put out this statement, all right? I wonder if I could do that quick. Let me see. Okay, let me see. We're gonna do a thing and a thing. Let me see if I could do it quick. I see we have some first-time viewers on the program. Oh, it is all coming on the thing for the first time. Why is that one dog? The thing there all the time, you know what I mean? And we just give away thing on the program. So anyway, lady that talk. All right. So we're putting it, you know, to get your. Hold on, So you're coming up on your screen right now. All right, and you're gonna give us your opinion on it, okay? Here you go. Nobody sees who says what. All right. So you could just answer the business, and all we're gonna see is we are gonna see the result. All right, but we are not gonna see who is saying what. All right. I'm putting up the thing on the screen. I'm finally taking long. But anyway, you'll pop up. You should pop up anytime soon. All right. Because this is a very, very sad situation. I mean, just judging from what the young man is saying, anyway, and he cries, you know, every time he tells the story. I mean, I spoke to this young man on Friday, the night of the incident, and he cried a lot. You know, I mean, I think the phone cut off about twice, and well, he not really cut off. He hung it up. He hung up the phone twice, and because it was overwhelming, and that's what he said. You know, it's overwhelming. So, sorry, folks. There seems to be a little glitch. I'm just trying again. All right. I'm just trying again. If it doesn't work now, we'll just forget it. But there seems to be a glitch. I don't know what's going on, but I think even WhatsApp. All right. Even WhatsApp today crashed for a few minutes. You understand? Maybe about 45 or so minutes. And oh boy. Anyway, folks, yeah, there seems to be some form of glitch on the Facebook end with the poll set with publishing the polls. So I'm not able. So you could just write it in the comment section. Should the protest scheduled for tomorrow go on as planned, given that we have now heard from the Royal Grenada Police Force? You can say yes, and you can say no. Yeah, somebody say Meta. Somebody say Meta doesn't want us to publish our. Yeah, because I don't know what's going on there. The poll, I'm putting up the poll, and the poll is just not. It's just not coming up. I'm putting it up, and it's just not going up. So it's not from my end. It's from Meta's end. Yeah, I'm putting up the poll. One more try. Saving. Yeah, nah. Anyway, yeah. Tell Zuckerberg to Holly. Yeah. All right. Okay. So we see some of the responses are coming in. Some say no, yes. Most people are saying yes. So I guess as much. There we have consensus on the matter. Protest. Okay. Some say I'll be there. Okay. So most people on the live, they are saying that yes. It should go on as planned. Okay. All right, well, whatever all you say, just let me know. I have a little engagement for part of the day, but let me know, and then we'll be there. All right. So most people, almost everyone here says yes. I think we probably only saw about two no's, and everyone else is saying yes. Somebody say they sabotage me, but they can't sabotage me, man. Anyway, yeah, it's just not working for some reason. It's just not working. All right, so that's it for that. What we're going to do right now, we are going to take a quick break and come back. And when we come back, we have for you the national report and the weather. And some of our little, listen, why some of our, I will start to charge for the program. If I charge for the program, then all they will say ting. All I'm asking of you is to please share the program so that other people get to know that the program is live. That's all. We're asking nothing else. Just hit share and that's it. Hit share and that's it. Okay? That's it. We're taking that break and we're coming back. Okay, good.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at you, basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing, and as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the communal. Contact us today.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
We would have launched our microloans product back in 2018 when we realized that it was such a challenge for small business owners to source financing. And the main objective of our microloans brand is to ensure that we help small business owners build their capacity and grow their businesses, not just in St. Lucia, but across the OACS. You are able to apply for your loan online at www.readyfinancecaribbean.com. You can also call us at our switchboard 457-8100 and speak to one of our very qualified microfinance officer. One of the main parts and one of the main things that we're really proud of from this product is the fact that we offer training solutions and we help our customers build their capacity. And we want to stress the fact that it's not just about giving you financial assistance, but it's really about ensuring that you are able to succeed in your business.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call superb distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
Collect, share, and win with Coca-Cola. Here's your chance to win one of 3 Sony PlayStation 5 consoles when you enjoy original Coca-Cola or Coca-Cola No Sugar. Collect specially marked labels and spell the word MAGIC. Submit the labels in an envelope with your name, address, and contact information and drop in entry boxes provided at major supermarkets. 22 lucky winners can also win great weekly prizes including Samsung Smart TVs, Samsung mobile phones, Samsung tablets, and free Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Real magic. See press or online for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo Supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip the line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customer needs.
Prime Minister Mitchell says government will expand its empowerment agenda and invest more in Grenadians. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. Welcome back. With the details to the news for Thursday, April 28th, 2022, I am Sherry Ann Noel. Government is moving forward with plans to launch an empowerment agenda, which will refocus and expand efforts to alleviate poverty within key communities and sectors. Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honorable Keith Mitchell on Tuesday night, during his national address, emphasized government's thrust to invest more in the country's human resources as the country declares war on poverty. He said although government now has a new obligation to make pension payments to public officers, there is also an obligation to ensure that all sectors benefit from key investments.
As the state considers how best to meet its obligation to the public sector workers, its obligations to all other sectors remain intact. Sisters and brothers, we cannot and we would not use the excuse of the pension challenge to abandon our people, especially those who need the government intervention the most. That would not only be immoral, but would also be counterproductive and will create a further imbalance in our society.
Dr. Mitchell cited possible examples where Grenadians could benefit from government investment in empowerment. The idea, he said, is to give financial assistance to turn dreams into realities.
Prior to the issue of this now due pension, this government was actively considering a program we would have described as 100 million for 100,000. Where over the next 5 years, we plan to spend over $100 million each year, making direct investments in working people in a daring and ambitious and open declaration of war on poverty. We are still determined to expand that empowerment agenda, but we may be forced to review some of its aspects given this new inescapable liability. But we are determined to find a way to keep some of it, because we think it is very important in building that just society I have just alluded to.
Moving along, the Caribbean Examinations Council, CXC, has announced that examinations scheduled for the May-June 2022 period will be delayed by 3 weeks. That decision was announced during a media briefing on Wednesday, following a special meeting of the Council. CXC examinations are now scheduled to commence on Monday, May 23, 2022. Registrar and Chief Examinations Officer Dr. Wayne Wesley says the decision to modify the 2022 timetable was made following feedback from regional education ministries on concerns and observations that the pandemic may have hindered adequate preparations for the exams.
After careful deliberation and consideration of all the pertinent issues, Council agreed that the revised strategy for the 2022 regional examinations shall be as follows: a delay in the sitting of the regional examinations by 3 weeks. This will provide candidates with additional time to prepare for the examinations. Therefore, examinations will commence on Monday, the 23rd of May, 2022, and the results projected to be released in late August or early September.
The Examination Board has also announced a 2-week extension for the submission of both CAPE and CSEC school-based assessments, SBAs. The initial submission date was June 30th, 2022.
CXC will share with the Ministries of Education for communication with candidates the broad topics to be assessed on paper 2. We continue to work with our stakeholders in the best interest of our students across the region. It is always important that our collective will and consensus on matters of regional importance. We have obtained that consensus, and by that reason, Council would have approved the foregoing decisions.
105,078 students are registered to sit the CSEC exams, 25,429 for CAPE, and 4,736 are registered for the CCSLC. Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honorable Keith Mitchell will be among regional leaders participating in a virtual U.S. Caribbean leaders meeting on Friday. Dr. Mitchell and his Caricom colleagues are expected to engage with U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris. The invitation extended to the Prime Minister identified economic recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic, security cooperation and climate resilience and energy security among the areas for discussion. A preparatory meeting was held Thursday ahead of Friday's engagement with the U.S. Vice President. Moving along, members of the Grenada COVID-19 Crisis Group have partnered with the St. George's University to donate laptops, iPads, and other supplies to the General Hospital as part of ongoing efforts by the diaspora to help improve healthcare in Grenada. Grenada-born SGU alumnus Dr. Dwight Matthias recently returned to Grenada and donated the equipment. Part of the group's initial campaign during the pandemic was to gather funds and supplies to assist healthcare workers on the ground to treat those who have contracted the virus. Dr. Matthias said he is happy to provide support to the healthcare sector to improve the delivery of service at the hospital and other facilities.
It was a global, a diasporic, if there's such a word, sort of effort in helping during this process. It's a collaboration of many parts, and I'm just speaking on behalf of that. Yes, the task was upon me to secure computers and tablets, etc., and I worked along with the president of the Grenadians United in Virginia, German Francis, who works and we sources computer throughout. And here we are today with such a pride, such a joy to say to my colleagues back home, to the healthcare here in Grenada, we are proud and we are continuing to support this venture. And with these computers, we are supporting the continued improvement of healthcare on our island as we try to merge different sections together and get out to the community.
Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles and Brendan Lagrenard, Vice Provost at St. George's University, extend their gratitude to Dr. Matthias and the diaspora for their ongoing commitment to Grenada's health sector.
It is really with deep appreciation for all of the assistance and the efforts that you have put in for a number of years, and especially over the past 2 years when you played a very pivotal role in assisting us in navigating our most recent health crisis. So I should start by saying thanks, because we are really appreciative of all the efforts that you have put in, all the work. This is your time, and we know that you are doing it out of love and patriotism.
We have a change, I think, in culture, in understanding how we need to collaborate to do what we do. Because I've worked with Dr. Matthias for a decade plus in going from, in a conversation we had up to last night, the crawl, walk, run, coming to Grenada, being Grenadian American and having expectations which were lofty, and then stepping back and crawling out of the door to understand where the shortfalls come. But we all enjoy a very similar thought in that every facet of the personalities and the system we work with, despite how it may seem, all have the goal of providing good or best health care. I am grateful to be with a body like St. George's University that understands how the needs are met, because there was not a question asked on how we make this happen, because it requires resources to bring things to the table, and seamlessly it occurred.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Get ready as the most anticipated carnival in the region takes center stage once more. It's Spice Mass, The Return, launching on Friday, April 29th at the National Cricket Stadium from 5 p.m. Witness all elements of Spice Mass, including Calypso, Soca, Pan, and Mass. And the best part, admission is free. Come make the line after work and see us at our best at the National Cricket Stadium on Friday, April 29th for the launch. It's Spice Mass, The Return, a celebration of life.
We have to make it possible for dreamers to dream. Everybody I know who is successful started with a dream. And then had to take one step backward, two steps backward, because parents could not afford the dream.
That was Grenadian-born Dr. Yvette Noel Shaw, Chief Communications Officer and co-founder of Shaw Media Group, a PR and event planning company in the United States. Dr. Noel Shaw was delivering remarks during a brief handover ceremony at the T.A. Marshall Community College, where she presented a U.S. $10,000 check to the principal of the institution. She said she prides herself in giving back to those who may not have the opportunity to further their studies.
I believe in lifting as you climb. I believe in getting to the top and throwing the ladder back down for someone else to climb. I think when you get to the top, you no longer need the ladder, and someone else is down there waiting. And I want to make sure that every young boy and every young girl who wakes up in the morning and looks like me, that nose, those cheekbones, that smile, wouldn't have the stress of worrying if they could fulfill their dream.
Principal of the T.A. Marshall Community College, Dr. Ronald Brunton, expressed thanks to Dr. Noel Shaw. He said his institution commits to ensuring that the funds are spent for its intended purpose.
Very, very grateful for your generosity and all that you have done for students throughout the island of Grenada, and I'm sure from what you said in other places as well, throughout the U.S. and in other ways that you have given back to the communities. Indeed, the T.A. Marshall Community College commits to ensuring that this funds gets to where it is most needed, and for those students who need it the most. And we always track and ensure that these donations go toward their intended purpose.
And finally in the news, farmers in Grenada will soon reap the benefits of the Moroccan Soil Fertility Mapping Project, under which fertilizers was given to Grenada. A ceremony was held on Wednesday at the Marabou Agricultural Station, which signaled the intention by the Ministry of Agriculture to commence the sale and distribution of fertilizers. Acting Chief Agronomist Alison Haynes says all 4 types of fertilizers are excellent starters that will boost production and improve the livelihoods of farmers.
These are excellent starter fertilizer. It must be used in the beginning of the crop cycle. So you apply it when you're planting, you put it in the hole, or during land preparation, and you plow it in. Having your pH and EC meters so that you can look at the acidity of the land, so that having your aerometers so that we can look at the moisture content in the land, so we determine how we irrigate. You do not want to overwater. You know the issue with water now, right? And managing our irrigation, managing the resources. We have thermometers, very large enough so that we can test our compost. We have budding knives. We have a number of augers to collect for the extension officers to collect the soil samples so that we can do analysis. So all of this, once we use the fertilizers correctly, and with the assistance, with the equipment we have here, for the extension officers, we will be able to better manage our soil.
Agriculture contributes almost 15% to Morocco's GDP, and combined with the fishing and forestry sectors, employs about 45% of Morocco's workforce. The main purpose of the Soil Fertility Mapping Project is to establish a database with updated information regarding the availability of fertile soil in Grenada. that the ministry can use to offer technical advice and support. Chief Agricultural Officer Trevor Thompson says now that the fertilizers are in Grenada, the ministry is developing technical guidelines that will assist farmers in understanding the crops they should fertilize.
Now that we have these fertilizers is to ensure that the farmers make the right use of them. And for us, the priority is application. As Ms. Haynes alluded to, each of these fertilizers have different uses, right? It's not a broad-based fertilizer that could be used for vegetables, etc. And so you have to know when to apply it and how to apply it, and to which crop to apply it. And for me, that's the priority. And I think that so it requires the agronomy division, the extension division, having the information and knowledge, whether it's in fact sheets or whatever, to share with the farmers, so that they could understand the application of the fertilizer. I want to encourage the farmers to adhere to the instructions, the application instructions. We know in the past we just used to broadcast fertilizer, right? We have long moved away from that, right? And we have more focused application of fertilizer. And I want to encourage the farmers to adhere to the application instructions, what quantity, where to apply it to the plants.
Under the ongoing soil fertility mapping project, 1,800 soil samples were collected and analyzed with a fertility map to be developed soon with support from Morocco. Minister for Agriculture, Honorable Peter David, reiterated the overall aim of improving production through innovation and transformation.
Our objective is to increase production. Our objective is to make sure that more agricultural land is put under production. I want to commend all of the staff of the ministry. I want to commend the extension workers, all of you here today, for being part of what I believe are new and exciting times for agriculture. So I want to thank the government of Morocco for that. It's going to help us to be efficient in our production. We don't have to do trial and error. You know, science is really developed. In the past, it was trial and error. You try, you fail, you try again, you fail. Now, you know before you try what can be done because of the application of science. And again, I want to thank them for the equipment that they've given to us that we can pass on to the extension officers who are our people in the field who work with the farmers. I want to say to the extension officers that you play a critical role in the sector.
And with that story, we come to the end of the National Report for Thursday, April 28th, 2022. Now for a recap of the top story. Prime Minister Mitchell says government will expand its empowerment agenda and invest more in Grenadians. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sherry Ann Noel, thanking you for viewing.
Thank you very much, Sherry, and the rest of the GIS News team. And we will have news again for you. Well, we're talking about the National Report tomorrow, God's willing. Now for a look at the weather as submitted by the Met Office. What we can tell you is that the weather is expected to be cloudy to overcast and hazy with light to moderate rain and a low chance of thunder showers. Tonight's minimum temperature, 23.5 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming variable to calmer times. Seas moderate with waves up to 7 feet in open waters. Warning, a small craft advisory is in effect. And taking a look at the weather for Friday, that's tomorrow, we can tell you the weather is expected to be cloudy and hazy with occasional light to moderate showers and a low chance of isolated thunder shower. The maximum temperature 30 degrees Celsius and the minimum 24. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves near 7 feet in open water. And that's the weather report for tomorrow as well. But remember, there will be a small craft advisory in effect for tomorrow as well. And the family, let's say hello to a few people on the live. We have Curtis Rollins. How are you, Curtis? We also have Soraya, Ezran, Suzanne, Mom, Calvin. Who else? And all of you who are currently tuned in on YouTube, we say thank you very much. We are happy that you are there. Those of you who are on Facebook, we want to say hello to you, the Facebook viewers. So we have Cynthia, we have Sharon, we have Zaka, we have Lintona, and my mom. We have Ventress, we have Claire. Hello, Claire. How are you doing today? We have Eunice and we have Sharon Rush. Hey, Sharon, what's going on? And we also have with us Claudette, Miller Andal, Praise and Worship Song, Angel, Velma, Maureen, and Bermuda. Hello to you guys, all right? And Hazel, blessings. And who else is with us? All the other people, man. Rutlin, hey Rutlin, what's up? And everybody else, everybody else. Thank you for watching. Queen and them. All right, Michelle and all the other people. We will see you tomorrow, God's willing. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Don't disappoint me. Okay, let's go. In 5. Hey Doris, how are you? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say Ja. Hi Timron. No. Blessings. God bless you.